Sound good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ever-present RYK, welcoming you to the return of Saturday Night Turbulence. That's right, after a brief hiatus, we are back with a new generation of competition and the same familiar voice of the action. On this week's episode of Turbulence, we have 4 epic encounters, including for the first time ever, the FTW World Championship being defended on Turbulence as the reigning champion Mr. Wallace takes on the Young Buck Tyler Woodward. And where you have the world champion, not far behind could there be lurking greatness. DB Greatness will be in action as well this week as he goes against the man that is hell-bent on retribution. From that Platinum Guarantee match back at FTW Mania, we're talking about the young gun, Steven Faison. Also in action this week, Kaos will be taking on Cazza, and the White Raven Trent defends his Turbulence Championship against AJ Storm. Let us kick off the new generation of action with the biggest match we can have. It's the FTW Heavyweight bout between, don't forget to say, the Mr. Wallace and the Young Buck Tyler Woodward.
Right, forget it. Fucking cut the intro. I am not fucking doing this. Mr. Wallace, this match has been brewing and brewing for months. You might think, ladies and gentlemen, that this has been brewing since last week, a couple of weeks ago, but no, this has been brewing since October. Ever since Last Man Standing invaded FTW, this has been brewing. And I am not letting this opportunity like this slip through my fingers. You see, I have been in high pressure situations before. I have been in championship rugby matches. I have been in a boxing ring. I have been in self-defense tournaments. I have been in MMA tournaments. And nothing compares to this. Nothing compares to the pressure that I have put on myself tonight. None of that compares to this, because this is the night that I prove to the world that Mr. Wallace is just a fraud god. I prove tonight that Mr. Wallace is a false prophet. Because you see, Mr. Wallace likes to think that he is carrying FTW on his back, but the real reality of the situation is, it's always been me. It has always been the fucking Young Buck. You might want to call me Mumbles. You might want to call me your promo nephew. But the reality is, I have been carrying FTW. My win-loss record might not show that. But I have been carrying FTW everywhere I go. Whether it's PPA, whether it's WGP, I have carried FTW on my back. And I can't say the same for you, Mr. Wallace, because all you give a shit about is the era of reality. That is all you care about. You don't carry FTW on your back. You don't go out here and go, I'm representing FTW. No, you come out here and go, I'm representing the era of reality. And the truth is, era reality is not bigger than FTW. Nothing is bigger than FTW, and nothing is bigger than tonight. Tonight is the night that I put you down, promo uncle. I'm gonna make you stand on the floor and scream uncle. And you are gonna then pick yourself up, hand me that title and go, I'm proud of you, nephew. Well done. Well fucking done for finally beating me. That is what you're going to do here tonight. And you like to call yourself my promo uncle. Or you like to call me your promo nephew. But where were you when I first started out here? Where were you, Mr. Wallace, when you fucking started here, when I was losing and losing, where were you? That's right. You were giving a shit about everyone else. That's what you were doing. You and the young gun were giving a shit about everyone else in FTW, and you kicked me to the curb. You left me to fend for myself. You left me to fucking run last man standing in FTW by myself. We could have had it all. We could have done everything. We could have taken over FTW. But you left me to die. You left me to rot here. And now I am rising up from that rotted grass that I was from. I am burning my roots to get to here. I am putting myself on such a high level tonight that you can't handle it. You can't handle what I can do here tonight. You can't handle the intensity. You can't handle the passion. You can't handle the aggression. Because Mr. Wallace, FTW, everyone that is watching tonight, this is my night. This is my opportunity to show the fucking world that I have titles. I have improvement. I have everything in this promo world. I proved it against Heathen in WGP at Mayhem. That I have everything to do here. I have everything in this promo world apart from that championship. And I am wanting that championship, Mr. Wallace. And I'm going to take it from your cold, dead hands. So you can make sure that there's going to be a death in the family tonight. Because tonight I am killing you. I am putting you down to the ground. I am sticking a glass bottle in your neck and watch the blood piss out of it. So Mr. Wallace, I suggest you get that fucking title to me somehow. You fucking fly here personally to hand me that fucking title. Because I am not going to wait any longer until that title is in my hands. Don't let me down.
Nephew, what's up, baby? It's Unc. Come on, give me a hug, show me some love. Oh, you ain't got no love for Unc. Oh, I get it. You was hanging around that other world champion. Thought he could teach you some things. Hey, and you can come to Unc. Oh, I get it. Okay. Oh, you getting big for your britches now, huh? Got you a couple of wins after you was down in the dumps. See, when I first laid eyes on your nephew, you weren't worth the shit. You weren't worth the damn, and now you got you a couple of victories. You're starting to branch out into other places, huh? Oh, so you bad now. So you the man now. Oh, okay. Oh, your chest is pumped out. Huh? Oh, you got a little bass in your voice. Oh, you talking a little loud now. Look at this guy. Oh, so you the man. You grown. Okay. Look at nephew. But guess what, nephew? You ain't too grown. Look at that ass whooping that your promo daddy should have gave you. Yeah. Mother. Who the hell do you think you is being disrespectful to your motherfucking uncle? You're welcome, nephew, that I'm giving you this position this point in the fact in your career that your ass can't even stay consistent at being Young Buck, and you still show flashes of fumbling, bumbling, mumbles, stumbling over your damn words and what you gonna say. See, that's the thing, nephew. I wish my damn promo brother, Young Gun, would have damn whooped your ass a long time ago like he was supposed to, and give it the game like he was supposed to. And we wouldn't be in this matter. That Uncle Mister gotta show you the real and give you that real dose of reality that you need. See, this is what you missed when you was hanging all in Hollywood. See, this is the thing, nephew. You just barely learned how to walk, and you trying to run. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint, nephew. You think Unc got here overnight? No, there's been many nights that I had to bust my ass, fight any and everybody, take my wins, take my losses. Growth, nephew. I learned more from my losses than my wins. So by the time you see me with this damn championship here in FTW, oh, there's been a lot of ups and downs to get to this point. A lot of hurdles, hoops to jump through. Shit not to step in. And that's what you don't understand, nephew. But Unc got you. See, Unc cares. That's why you in this position. You're welcome again. Because Unc sees it, nephew. He sees that superstar hide behind that fool that thinks that this shit is a game. This shit's life and death. When you get to the closer to the pinnacle of that mountain, that fun shit goes away. There's a target on your back. You looking over your shoulder day in and day night. Because there's somebody else that got you in their scope. They got their eyes on you with their prize on you. You ready for that? Are you ready for that never ending heat? I don't think you are, nephew. Because you're not showing me that you're ready to carry any torch. You're not showing me that you're ready to be the flag bearer of any damn league, let alone FTW. You got your wins. You showed you got your losses. But you need to meet that criteria of what it takes to be a top dog. You just can't be barking like a young buck. You gotta stampede like the prize stag, nephew. Now don't make me teach you this lesson again, nephew. Listen with your ears and not your damn mouth. Unc still loves you.
Your winner, Mr. Wallace. A valiant effort by the Young Buck Tyler Woodward, but Mr. Wallace showing why he is only the second FTW Heavyweight Champion in history. At this time, we would like to transition to our next encounter as DB Greatness.
Lamar. It's not about you right now. Steven! You know, I was thinking since we are in the new generation of FTW, I am the very best. I don't feel like facing you today. In fact, I'm going to make sure you don't even promo. night. The next time that you see DB Greatness, hashtag DB Greatness, hashtag DB Platinum compete, it will be for the FTW World Heavyweight Championship. So I will rest myself. I will work when it calls for me to work. I will compete on my time. See you soon, Lamar.
Well, I mean, I was aware that the Platinum Guarantee allows his competitor to choose when he takes his title shot. I didn't realize that it gives them license to not show up for matches when they don't feel like it. I have a feeling that the FTW Board of Directors will have something to say about this. We'll look forward and keep on top of that for the coming weeks. At this time, let us transition into what is now our second match of the evening as Kaos takes on Cazza B.
Ladies and gentlemen, one half, or is it 1/3, of your tag team champions is once again on your screen. The big bad wolf of the FTW is back once again to entertain you all by doing what I do best. And what I do best is keeping promises. And months ago, I promised you all that I was going to stamp out every last remnant of what used to be called the LFS. You see, the big bad wolf took out the first little piggy, and then I took out the second little piggy, and now I'm facing Cazza B. And a lot of you might be thinking, well, this must be the end of the road, right? This must be the end of your warpath because you're now going against the third little piggy, but I already said it in my last hype. Cazza B is not the third little piggy, no. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, look at him. Take a look at this picture. It's pretty obvious. Cazza B is Little Red Riding Hood. Wow, Kaos, what big eyes you have. What better way to see how terrible of a promo artist you actually are? You could go back for months and months and watch how time and time again Cazza B proves that he is one of the most pathetic people on this roster. Almost every single match he's in, he loses. And on the rare occasion that he does win, it's either against very low-ranking people or he won because of, let's say, some underhanded tactics. Maybe a little bit of backstage politics. What do you mean by that, Kaos? Well, you know what? Maybe we'll have a little bit of a callback to that. Wow, Kaos, what big ears you have. What better way to hear the whispers? What better way to hear the murmurs throughout the locker room? You see, here in FTW, Cazza, you've made a lot of friends and you've made a lot of enemies. And I hear from every single one of them. You see, ever since your little fluke win that you know and they all know that you didn't deserve against Hollywood Haywood, and make no mistake about it, I don't give a shit about Hollywood Haywood. I'm glad he lost his belt. Yeah, I said it, but this ain't about him. The fact is, when you had that match against him on St. Patrick's Day, you know you didn't deserve that win. You only won because of, you know, the callback that I mentioned? There it is. And ever since then, your ego has inflated to bounds never seen before by someone as pathetic as you. All of a sudden you think you're better than everybody else in the FTW, but everybody knows that at the end of the day, when it comes to being a legit and dangerous promo artist, I'm sorry, Little Red Riding Hood, but you're not it. And wow, Kaos, what big hands you have. What better way to get a hold of you and drag you all across the ring, body slam after body slam. I'm not going to stop with these hands until you have stopped. And then when it's all said and done, there's going to be so much blood on the canvas that these big hands of mine are going to get a paintbrush. And I'm going to use your blood to paint a nice big painting for the FTW universe, for the FTW audience. I'm going to make a big masterpiece painting that will stay up forever as a permanent reminder that people like the LFS and people like Cazza B will never measure up to anybody like Kaos and the Elite Alliance. So any other factions out there, you better take a nice close look at that blood painting of mine so you'll know exactly what's in store for you if you try to cross me and my brothers. And wow, Kaos, what big boots you have. What better way to walk all over you and stomp you down and stomp out every last remaining ounce of breath from what used to be the LFS Cazza. That is what is in store for you getting in the ring with me. And to any other factions, to any other tag teams out there, just know that the overboard levels that I'm going to make sure the LFS will never rise again, the same thing is in store for each and every one of you if you even think about crossing the Elite Alliance. And wow, Kaos, what big teeth you have. Well, what better way to bite down on your neck, rip your throat out with these wolf fangs of mine? And as you're laying there on the mat trying to scream, you'll notice you won't be able to do it because there's not going to be anything there. It's going to be nothing but bubbling blood. And as you're trying to do anything to make any kind of sound and trying to get the ref to pull me off of you, you're going to notice that you and the FTW audience are going to be exactly the same. Speechless. Now, if you'll excuse me, FTW audience, I have more work to do. Because there is still one little piggy out there, and I'm about to go turn him into bacon.
Ladies and gentlemen, FTW, Cazza B is fucking back on Turbulence. And tonight, who have I got? Kaos. But I'm not facing Okada. I'm not facing Ishii. I'm not even facing Toru Yano. I am facing one half of the FTW Tag Team Champions, Vinny Kaos himself. And he is on this mission, vendetta, to eliminate all of the history that was Last Fan Standing. Motherfucker, have you not realised I am the last fan fucking standing? But Vince, you also went on this story about the three little pigs. Well, you've been the little pig who built his house and made of straw. You beaten the little pig who built his house made of sticks. And then there's the final little pig, the pig who built his house made of bricks. But I am not that little pig. One, because I'm not little, and two, because I'm the man who built his house made out of wolf skulls. Now, it's not the most stable, but it definitely serves a fucking message. Now, Kaos, there's also one thing that I respect most about you. Not just because you've managed to just come in here and become an FTW champion, but you've got a family behind you. You have the Elite Alliance. Now, my family may be broken, but family is family. It doesn't matter how broken it is, it can still be fixed. Now, after what you did to the Wonder Boy and all that shenanigans last week, after his match with Beaker, Wonder Boy finally became Wonder Man, and he finally found that set of bollocks that he had lost. And lucky enough, after his match with Mania Kaos, he actually knows how to read a contract. Because his match with Beaker, if he won, he got to be Batman, and you got to be Robin. So for that means, Kaos, is you don't no longer have a sidekick. And for that reason, I can say this. Leon, get the tables!
your winner, Kaos. Kaos jumping right back into action with a dominant victory over Cazza B. This takes us to our main event of the evening as the Turbulence Championship is defended by the White Raven Trent. Trent, certainly the loudest FTW champion in history, flaunting his newly won title every opportunity he has, anywhere that they will allow him to show it. And on the opposite end, AJ Storm, a man who has clawed and scratched at every opportunity he could find, getting that golden ticket tonight as he takes on the White Raven for the Turbulence Championship. Let's go to the action.
FTW, it is the most dangerous man to ever grace your screen, and well, this week I have the Turbulence Championship match. The match was supposed to be me against Big Sweet, but no, like a snake, like a serpent, like the false prophet that Trent is now. He corrupted his way and took my shot. You see, here's where you messed up, because when you didn't even have to go down this path. We didn't even have to encounter. If you would have stayed in your lane, I would have stayed in mine, but you stepped on my toes. So now I am here to discorrupt your corruption. You see, Trent, here is the difference between you and me. Every time you lose, you whine, bitch, and complain. Every time I lose, Trent, I get back up stronger, more vicious, twice as deadlier, and better. You see, Trent, I haven't lost a match in 2.5 months. See, your last major downfall was the L you took at FTW Mania. You see, I'm not going to speak more about your embarrassment, nor am I going to speak more about your embarrassments to the company. Because that's all you are. You're just another embarrassment. You're another wannabe. You're another, oh my god, I'm so good, when you're really not, Trent. Let me make this clear to you. You think that you're on this pedestal and there's only one way up from there. No, I'm here to knock you down a few inches, a few feet, a few miles even. So hard that you fall flat on your face and you start to realize that you're so touchable that you're not untouchable. See, your name's not John Cena and I can definitely see you. I just don't want to be you, because if I was that bad, I would be really sad, and that's enough of that. See, Trent, I'm here to prove that you've been corrupted by your own mind. You might be the champion of the flock. Well, I'm the champion of the world. I am the FTW's people's champion, because at the end of the day, you're not going to find anybody else that's much of a straight shooter as I am. Maybe you'll find one in Young Guns, but Young Guns isn't in this match. Young Guns has his own business to take care of. So it's just me and you in the meantime, and well, every time we fare, anytime anybody goes against AJ Storm, they have a great chance of losing, because you're nothing but a loser. You have nothing to give, everything to lose. And so now that you've gotten on your high horse, it's time to take you to school, make you feel like a fool, because I'm going to take that beautiful Turbulence Championship away from you. My rightful title, by the way. And you might ask yourself, why is it your rightful championship? You never went for it. Because I would have beaten Big Sweet 3 times as bad as you would have. You see, you only got by the skin of your teeth. See, I would have hit that shit a slam, home run, out of the field. How does it feel to know that you just barely got by? That your luck is finally going to run out, and that you aren't even going to have one successful title defense. Because you ain't about it. You're that one and done deal. You know one times, and then for the rest of your life, you shoot blanks. Come on, Trent. And you know what, Trent? Nobody likes a liar. Nobody likes somebody that's very deceitful. See, behind that smile of yours, I can see what's going on. I could see a very scared individual, because you know that when I'm in it to win it. See, You just got by. You live your life just to get by. I live my life to be the best. And in order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. And I've beaten everybody in my path one way or another. So what's it gonna be, Trent? Are you gonna rise to the occasion? Be the white, whatever it is you want to call yourself. The white raven? When ravens are ultimately the sign of death. So maybe you go into this as the dark raven or the black raven. Because I am the death. And you are staring down the gun. Whoops. You are staring down the barrel of my 6-shooter. And I never, ever miss. You see, getting by me is no easy task. So while you're getting your ass handed to you, you might ask, what do I have to do? How am I going to have to win? What is it going to take? There is nothing you can do to knock me off my throne. Because my throne is so fucking badass, even hell won't let me in. We all know that God doesn't want me in. So you have two options, Trent. I cock back my gun and I'll put you out of your misery like Old Yeller, or you sit down like a little bitch that you are. And honestly, you don't have a choice in this. I'm taking your precious. I will never lose it because I am damn near unbeatable. My name is AJ Storm, and Trent, remember this day as you almost beat AJ Storm.
Push my head into the sea.
AJ Storm, I want to officially welcome you to my world. This is my domain. Everybody's just living in it except for you. You're about to be served an eviction notice because you thought you could step up to me and try to take my Turbulence Championship away from me. Do you know the struggle I went through to get this? Do you know the absolute hell I have been put through ever since becoming champion? Well, for starters, it should have been one of the greatest periods of my career. It should have been one of the greatest weeks for me as a human being. After all, I got sent on a promotional tour of Paris. I got to hold this championship high above my head. Instead, for some reason, everybody and their mother says that this does not belong to me. I don't deserve this title. I don't deserve to be champion. And I don't think you will understand just how pissed off that makes me. Because everything I've ever done in my career for this business, I have done it for the fans. And they decided to turn their backs on me. And here you are, leading the charge, thinking you can step up to the White Raven to take my Turbulence Championship off of me. Last I checked, AJ, you should be preoccupied right now. After all, you're in the Elite Alliance, right? You're one half of the Tag Team Champions. I think you should be more focused on Death Nightmare, because the American Nightmare, Caleb, and WPA, they seem to have had your number. Hell, there used to be more of you guys, right? Your forces are down 50% because you've refused to focus on them, and instead you're focusing on me. You should be devoting your resources to the men who have imprisoned and injured and taken out and incapacitated some of your own. Instead, you're here tonight getting a shot at my title. You are nothing but a plague and a virus on this championship. You will never be part of this championship's lineage because you don't have what it takes. You are not a singles competitor. You are not worthy of this title's time. You have to share the spotlight. You are a tag team champion, and you have to be supported. You have to be helped by your little butt buddy Kaos. Oh. And before things get any more chaotic, AJ, I think maybe we should address the elephant in the room. The reason why you haven't been able to reclaim, why you haven't been able to become a Turbulence champion yet, is because for so very long, AJ, you didn't know what you were doing. You were puddling around helplessly, mindlessly. You needed improvement each and every week. You weren't on that level yet, and yet somehow here you are. You think this is a crowning achievement for you. You think that you finally made it to the big times. Well, guess what, kiddo? I'm here to knock on your door and give you a little reality check, because it's time for a little wake-up call, AJ. This
is as close as you are going to get. I've told you once and I'll tell you again, AJ. Put your hand up to the screen and touch this title. Feel the energy brimming from it, from my device to yours, because this is as close as you will ever get to becoming Turbulence champion. My time in the sun is not over yet. In fact, the clock strikes midnight on your chances of becoming Turbulence champion, because for the longest time, AJ, I have fought for this moment. And here you are walking in and demanding a title shot. No, that's not how we do things around here. I am an FTW mainstay, the heart and soul of FTW. I am your Turbulence King, and I will refuse to lay this title down until I decide to, because you are not ready for this moment. But hell, since you're here, how about I go ahead and wipe the floor with you? After all, it is a little time for spring cleaning, right? We're in the beginning of May, after all. You would make a great cleaning substance. And trust me, you don't have to be a master of cleaning anything. There's no illusion about it. AJ, you are just another competitor I'm going to make an example out of. Because you see, time has told an age-old story of a man named T.A. Wilson who got his start in FTW, and now he has evolved into the White Raven, Trent. Hell, now he's evolved into the champion of the flock, Trent, and his story is far from over, because my potential reaches the sky! AJ, you are limited. You are being cut off at the knees because of your potential, because you don't have that it factor. You don't stand on two legs. You have to be helped up by those around you. AJ, this is not your time. This is not your opportunity. This is my title. This is my kingdom. Welcome to my world, AJ. You are merely a pawn in the game of FTW, and I'm not ready to get rid of this. I am not ready to let Goldie leave my side. No. I've gotten here. I've waited too long for this. You can do a little more waiting, AJ. Because according to me, you're not good enough for this. I want you to go ahead, AJ. I want you to kiss your dreams of ever becoming Turbulence champion goodbye. Because this is staying home with the heart and soul of FTW. I've been loyal to FTW since day effing one, and I'm not gonna let anything stop me. I'm not gonna let this opportunity pass me by. I'm going to prove that I can be that benchmark. I am proving that I can be the most legendary Turbulence champion of all time, and eventually I'll climb up the ranks, AJ, and become a world champion. Whereas you'll remain in obscurity, and the name of AJ Storm will be lost to time. It'll be forgotten by the history books. So says your Turbulence King.
Your winner, Trent! A successful title defense by the White Raven, Trent. And that concludes our show for today. This is great. I mean, we've got less of a roster. The shows are going to be shorter. I've got less work to do for the same amount of money. Boy, thank you, fans, for sticking around with us during the transition into the new generation. Be sure to join up the Facebook page, FTW The New Generation. Be sure to support our partner promo leagues, and make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel with notifications enabled so you can have a front row seat to the action. Our next super show, Mayhem, is only 2 weeks away, happening on May 28th, and that one will shape up quite nicely over the coming weeks. For the FTW Premier Promo League, I'm RYK, and we'll see you next time.